Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the freshman brings him down quickly. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew
touchdown, Jayhawks. They finish off the scoring drive. Set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And make the tackle. Let's check out what that flag on the field is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Now they call a run. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play out.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
You know, this guy's one of the more talented quarterbacks in the country. A little bit rare to see him throw a ball where his mechanics are off that poorly.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
And the Jayhawks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for the wide out. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And this pass is on target. Caught. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Hands it off on the counter. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. Well, Kirk, Kansas has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Now play number 9 on this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Has the first down and more. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Jayhawks looking to cash in the red zone. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. It's a wide receiver screen. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Looking to scramble. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas. Can you say methodical? Marathon runs, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down the defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they heave it deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Here comes a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He's looking to throw. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Touchdown, Alabama. Strong game by this quarterback. See if they can convert the point after. They make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Now set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Fights through a tackle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass caught. Second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that's how you close a half up. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to a 34. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Jayhawks come to the line in a hurry up. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Fights through the tackle. He's pulled down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
They look to throw it here on second down. Now the freshman threw it behind the receiver. Off the mark.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Pressure is coming. Gets rid of it on the move. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They talk strategy here. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He escapes the pocket. They'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the second quarter with a big play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this third quarter. Just didn't pan out. But I think you got to respect them for trying, though. I like that call.
Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the ground. It's Hall. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to this slot receiver time and time.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big time.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Ball scooped up by the defense. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They get him down, but the takeaway and the return, a huge play to set up the offense here.
Pretty good execution here by the offense. The quarterback keeps the ball, and the only thing is he doesn't take care of the ball once he gets upfield. The defense alertly knocks that ball loose and gets on top of it.
Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Caught by the receiver. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
He pulls in the catch. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And he keeps it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Looked to me like this offense tried to catch the defense napping, but give credit to the defense. They blow that run play up, and now we've got a critical decision here on 4th and goal.
Now look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, they found the matchup here, Chris, on 4th down. A gutsy call, and it pays off. Love this one-on-one matchup. The receiver wins that battle, and the quarterback put it right on the money.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Kansas offense is back out there now. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Jayhawks have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move now. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Lets it go quickly. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. And he scores! Touchdown, Jayhawks! Try here for the extra point. Looking for a man. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
Incompletion sets up a second down. Takes off in a bootleg. The pocket breaking down. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Took contact on the throw. Tried to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Looking to chuck it again. The receiver grabs it. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Close to the tight end. Hunt over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Bama. Great connection there for 6 points.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Fires it on the move. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play. A new set of downs after that completion. Ball handed off. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off target with the throw. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
The ball is caught. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made in space. Look out. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Kansas. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Oh, the pass is picked off.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. It's an out route. The catch made. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it go. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving, and the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner route. It's so hard.
Looking deep down the right side. Picked off a crucial turnover. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Recovered by the defense, and they're on the move. Touchdown, Alabama. The defense produces 6 points. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
He's got a man down the middle. Oh, he breaks free, still going. What a catch and run by the sophomore there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And that's a 3rd straight misfire. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his back. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
He's running out of time here. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that would have been his 5th touchdown of the game if he hit that one. I'm a little surprised he didn't get it. He's been on the money today.
So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I don't know. You've got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out.
He's in the clear. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. The Jayhawks come up for the line in the hurry-up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. And the defense comes up with the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Breaks into the open. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got it in the open. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You talk about a ball game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
And the Jayhawks with 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Finds room at the 30. Powering through the defender. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down after the incompletion. Wants to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. To the end zone, but incomplete.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, tied.
Well, that last touchdown will just about do it. At least we had a little drama there late anyways to keep things interesting.
Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very risky throw in the end zone. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores.
But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The defense still does have all three. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another